Hi children, now in this version we are going to learn about some important acids which will available in the substances in our house, in our kitchen mainly. Understood? Here I have written some of the names of the acids and the substances in which they will present. Understood? Copy this table entirely and you have to by heart all these names of the acids and also the substance in which they will available. The first name of the acid is acetic acid. Where do we see this acetic acid in our house? Mainly in vinegar. 2% of acetic acid is known as vinegar. Where do we use this vinegar? Vinegar is used while cooking, mainly in non-veg items. It will make the food very soft to eat. Understood? And the second one is citric acid. Very familiar acid to us. The substances which contain citric acid is mainly lemon and orange juice, lemon juice and orange juice, and they are very much rich in vitamin C, and it is very helpful to improve our immunity also. And the third one is butyric acid. What is this? Pronunciation of this is butyric acid. Stale cheese. Stale means rotten, means not fresh. Stale, opposite of fresh is stale. In the stale cheese we will identify the butyric acid. When the cheese was fresh, then there is no sign of butyric acid. When the cheese was stale, then there lies butyric acid. Okay. Next one is lactic acid. Lactic acid. Because of this lactic acid only we are able to eat curd daily. So mainly lactic acid presents in battered milk and curd. Battered milk, battered, stale, both are the opposite of fresh. So battered milk and curd, there lies the lactic acid. And the next one is oxalic acid. What is this? OXALIC, oxalic acid. Pronounce it as oxalic acid. Spinach, leafy vegetable, and then tomato, antioxidants, these two are. Understood? So, oxalic acid. Where does this oxalic acid? We will find in spinach and tomato. Understood? Oxalic acid. Next one is the malic acid. Malic acid. We will find this malic acid in apples, and it is very much richer in iron. So, iron is a metal which we need in our body. Apples, because of this malic acid only, when we cut an apple and kept some aside for some time, it turns into brown or red in color. Why? Because the malic acid which presents in apple reacts with the air and it changes the color of that apple. And the next one is tannic. TANNIC. Tannic acid. We will find this tannic acid in tea leaves. In tea leaves. Because of this tannic acid only we will get refreshed after drinking tea. And the next one is oleic acid. OLEIC. Oleic. What is it? Oleic acid. Pronunciation for this is oleic acid. Mainly we will find this oleic acid in olive oil. Olive is the name of a plant. From that plant we get olives. From that olives we will get the olive oil. Mainly it is used for cooking also it is used, and some kind of medicines also we are using olive oil. Oleic acid presents in olive oil. And the next one is stearic acid. STEARIC. Stearic acid. These will present in fats. That means oils, ghee, like that butter. In that they present stearic acid. What is that? Stearic acid. Tartaric acid. What is it? Tartaric acid. We will find this tartaric acid mainly in grapes and tamarind. Where do we find? Grapes and tamarind. Palmitic acid. PALMTIC. Palmitic acid. In the palm oil we find this palmitic acid. And ascorbic acid. ASCORBIC ascorbic acids. Mainly we will find this ascorbic acid in amla, that means in gooseberries. And uric acid. We will find this uric acid in urine. The urine contains uric acid. If we lose a lot of uric acid through the urine, then we will suffer with a disease known as gout, a fearful pain in the nails of toes. Understood? So that is known as gout. So these are the main acids. All these are the substances generally we saw in our kitchen. All these substances lies all these acids. Understood? All these acids lies in these substances. That means without knowing only we are using a lot of acids in our daily life. And mainly one thing, pickles were not preserved in iron or steel vessels. Why? Because the acid which present in that pickles will contaminate, that means will react with that vessel, and the quality of the vessel will become lesser. So because of that we are using plastic or pingani pit jars. We are to protect that pickles. Understood? So we are preserving that pickles in such type of jars and plastic bottles. Understood? So learn this names of the acids and the substances in which they are present.